I'm Laurie Freedman, and I play the clarinets, bass clarinet and clarinet. I'm from Montreal.
Ah, yeah, well.
My name is Nicolas Caloia, and I play the double bass.
Thank you. Tonight, your performance, was this fully improvised, or do you have some patterns or some pre-prepared things?
It was fully improvised.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, then I ask another question, yeah. So, now I get lost, but the importance, one important question for me, what is it, what's possible to express through improvisation compared to let's say composed or prepared music? And you're a duo for more than 15 years, I think,
Yeah.
and the other question, what made it that you two are still improvising? Because in improvisation, maybe you need this kind of being surprised by the other. And what makes it that you still improvise together? Oh, hard questions.
I'll answer the first question, I guess, is what the answer is about. The question was, what was the question?
Oh, a lot of questions. The way of expression through improvisation compared to the other way of
I think
music.
what is possible ultimately in improvisation, that is not in written music, is to express the moment.
Yeah, that's. Thank you.
Well, I think there's a lot of material in the language that we use that cannot be notated. So that or it would be very complicated to notate, and it wouldn't be fun for me to try and reproduce it like that. So I think that's something, and I think because of that, it expresses a type of vitality that is perhaps different, or is very hard to achieve with notated music. I don't know if you agree with that. But to me, anyway, there's like the fact that it is in the moment, and the fact that it's coming live for the first time, full of bumps and scratches and mistakes and ideas that change and distraction and concentration. I think it gives it a vitality naturally, you know.
Yeah.
What was the second question?
The 15 years.
The 15 years.
Why
yeah.
have we been playing?
Yeah,
for
no,
long?
it's
been longer
maybe
than
it's
15 years.
impolite, this question, but
It's been
I'm
23.
interested.
It's been
Yeah.
23 years.
Oh, 23
It's been
years.
23
Yeah.
years. Well, I mean, it's just because it's fun, really, for me.
I would say also, I would say that we go through, as any 23-year-old relationship
Yeah.
would go through many bumps and swings and scratches, and you navigate around those, and the navigation itself is an improvisation. Nothing seems to repeat itself.
So you don't
repeat
get
myself.
bored by each other?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
But that's part of it.
Yeah, it is part of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So the approach. Do you have a kind of what's your approach, or approach is stupid on improvisation? Is there a special thing which you two, if you look back or if you look now, do you think there's a special approach you have?
Not think.
Yeah.
Thank
Do
you.
not think.
Do not think. That's the other question I wanted to ask. Do you think a lot meanwhile improvising? And do you like it if something is coming to your mind meanwhile you're improvising?
Ooh, no. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like it when things come to my mind. I like
Yeah, it's true.
to be listening, and if I'm fully listening, I'm not thinking.
Yeah.
And he's saying the truth.
He's the same. Yeah. Another question. You're also doing scored music, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you feel if you take your instrument and you're doing improvisation, being in the moment, do you have this kind of my instrument is different, I use it different, and the approach of getting to it is completely different? Or can you tell us something about the difference between taking the instrument for scored, for prepared music and improvised music?
I'm in the center. You
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you have a deeper relationship with scored music than I do, so you would have a better answer. But I think my mother tongue is improvising, and that's really where I started. So that's where I feel natural. And when I play, but there is also notated music that allows me to be myself.
Sure, yeah.
You know, there's all sorts of a variety of things. But say I'm playing something that's completely notated from another time, from another place. I feel like I have to act in a certain way, and so it's just different. But I'm like not as good as her.
No, you're
Not as experienced as you. But you have a different. You've done it more.
We do have a very different backgrounds.
Okay.
Backgrounds. It's a hard question actually, because for me, the joy of playing notated scores is also discovery and taking it off the page. But I think that when I play the moment, when I play my own music or improvised music, I feel that it goes further, and maybe that's because you can't notate the moment beforehand, and so the engagement is fuller. It's more it's more complete, and which is not to say that interpreting scores is less important. It's very, very full. But I hate this word creative, but it's not. I'm not bringing something else to it. It's there. It's scripted. I'm the messenger. Whereas in the improvised music, I feel more that I'm the mother. I'm pregnant with it. I'm bearing it. You know?
Yeah. Okay, and as we talked about being bored by yourself or being bored by doing improvisation is coming up. Yeah, this is something you can't get rid of it. But do you have a special antidote, or do you just take it? It's boring. Okay, next time we will. But do you have a kind of antidote for others, not being afraid that you get into being bored by yourself, or to go through?
I think that is the antidote, is not be afraid of being bored. Bored is part of everything. And I'm not sure if we're speaking the same word, that description of what is bored.
Let's try. Yeah, what is bored? Yeah.
What is bored?
What is bored for you?
In fact, I answered it really quickly before when you asked, do we get bored? And I surprised myself, because I think I don't necessarily know what is bored.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I get bored with my playing, but I like to keep practicing and studying and listening and developing as an antidote for that. But I think also it's important to realize that the way we perceive time when playing is very different than when we're on the other side. And so I think resisting this idea of that you have to be entertaining or super dynamic or not boring or always moving, always discovering something, I think that could be relaxed, I think it's okay to
That's a good point.
to breathe and to stop.
Yeah.
Just to do something that maybe it sounds bad, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just is not so full all the time. I
That's a
think
good
for me,
point.
yeah.
Very often you feel like I have to show a lot.
Yeah.
A lot
Present.
is good. Present. Yeah. That this is a kind of being stressed also.
Yeah, so
yeah.
it's probably not as boring as our perception, our insecurity makes us feel like, oh, we need to be better, we need to be faster, stronger, louder.
This
It's good to
comparison.
just relax that. and keep listening, keep working. I'm not saying be satisfied with yourself either, because I don't think that's good.
Mm.
But maybe it's not as stressful as it needs to be, or it's not as stressful as you think it is.
Okay. Before you get bored by me, maybe we. No, I ask another question. This kind of. This kind of question to stop. When to stop? When you. Yeah.
At a cadence, of course.
There is no antidote.
Antidote, yeah.
It is really in the moment.
Yeah.
When it is.
Thank you. Yeah.
You cannot plan that.
Yeah. And you have to accept it that it is now. Yeah.
There's nothing
You
more.
take it. Yeah. Ah, nice.
Yeah, no, I think after 23 years and in the community, I think we have cadences that we don't know, but when we hear them, we stop.
Mm.
But nobody knows exactly what they're, and I feel this, but I don't know if anyone else does.
We became over the years we became very good at stopping,
Yeah.
and then we try to fuck that up, like that it's not
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the right place to stop,
Yeah.
and that's
yeah,
a challenge.
That's true. That's
No?
true. You don't like the kids. You like to go over. That's true. I forgot about that.
Oh, that's nice. Now I leave you for a good night.
Perfect ending.
Yeah, it's a perfect ending. Thank you.